Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to CenturyLink Arena here on a Saturday night in downtown Boise as we get ready to bring you hockey between the Boise State Broncos and the University of Mary Marauders. I'm Leonard Berry. Joining me once again for this game, Mitch Kramer, and Boise State coming off a disappointing loss last evening against MSU Denver. Meanwhile, for University of Mary, continuing on what was a fantastic 2018-19 campaign season as they are off to a fast 5-0-0 start. The first lines are out there, and we are ready for puck drop here at CenturyLink Arena. Game 3 for both of these teams at the Bronco Classic underway. And St. Mary's chips the puck in. It's with Pinsky for the Broncos. Both teams in blue and orange. Broncos have changed up the lines. Dylan Broman on the first line now for Boise State. With Carranza and Pinsky. Carranza has it behind the net, moves to the half boards, shuffles one along the wall to Ames. Ames tries to feed it back to him. That's denied. University of Mary now has it in the zone. Mary in white, Broncos in blue. Carranza goes to Pinsky. Pinsky lifts one. Finds its way out of the zone. Finds its way back to Carranza here on the near side. He'll dump it in. Broncos go for a change. Played behind the net by Lance Knudsen, the goaltender for University of Mary. 3 games played this season. He's won all 3 of them. A 2.67 goals against average for Knudsen and an .886 save percentage in his 3 games. Broncos keep the puck in, shovel one in front. Benson on the doorstep had an opportunity, but it was blocked by the stick of number 16, Matt Winkle. That one chipped deep in. Marauders collect it, now fighting for it on the board. Comes out to center to Poland. He goes to Dietz. Dietz slings it in again. Paddled down by Knudsen. Mary will try to get some offense going here. It's with Winkle. Winkle makes a move at the blue line. Out to center and skated back by number 27, Johnny Witzke. Broncos now have it behind their net. It's number 21, Mitchell Hodges. Hodges skates through, meets 2 Marauders. Loses it, fought for by Binniger. Binniger keeps it in the Bronco zone. Offsides.
Pretty good start from the Broncos here. They're able to sustain some offensive pressure in the Marauder zone. Good shift by the Benson line. Able to get a couple shots off and test this good goalie here for the Marauders.
Fantastic goalie. A senior from Crosby, North Dakota, is Lance Knudsen, who's tending the net tonight for University of Mary. Meanwhile, for Boise State, it's Kyler Ayers back in goal. He was the winning goaltender in the 5-1 victory on Thursday that Boise State had against Williston State University. It's a battle along the boards. Travis Alexander goes to the ice. Mary's dump it back behind their zone. Or I should say behind their goaltender. Long stretch pass for P.J. Silvera. He's on his knees, slides one in front. That's sticked away by Ayers. Broncos shuffle it out. Marauders offsides. They retreat. They'll change the lines. Broncos going D to D. Now skip one forward. Too strong for the stick of Raleigh Kuna. Marauders lose it in their zone. Carranza out there fighting for it. Now Leonards. Shuffled forward, bad turnover. Pinsky high slot off a stick and up into the mesh.
I like the lineups that the Bronco coaches are putting out here right now. They're all being able to sustain some great offensive pressure on the Marauders, getting some good chances. And that's going to be key for the Broncos this game.
This is the 3rd game now in this Boise State showcase, and it is the 3rd time we've seen a different set of lines for Boise State. Tonight the defense pairing switched up. Ames and Meyer. The first line deep pairing, of course, word from the Bronco locker room is that Sven Marnes was a scratch for this game with an injury. He has a goal in this tournament for the Broncos. Mary walks in. Slap shot thought about, not taken. Now passed down to the half boards in front and sticked away by Ames and then collected by Jones. Pinsky tries to dump a pass to him. Jones goes down, but he manages to saucer one in. Marauders skating behind the net. It's the captain, number 21, Zachary Garrett. Broncos managed to get a stick on that one, turn it away. Garrett forechecking, all by him his lonesome. Puck finds Benson on the near boards. Benson and Truex in the zone. Marauders bank it back. Garrett with it once again for University of Mary. Tries to go to the backhand. Truex whacks it away.
Great stick by Truex there.
Broncos forechecking hard, trying to get it back behind the Marauders' net. Don't do it. Dietz skates it out to center. Tries to chip one in, blocked by a skate. And a fantastic poke by Andrew Huber will send it down to the Bronco zone. At mid-ice now. Marauders looking for a pass on the far side. No icing as it was touched by a stick. Thomas Poland. Looks like he's going to lose it. Does indeed lose it. Marauders trying to set up some offense here. They haven't had much here in period number 1. 14:27 on the clock. No score here in the first period of this game. Broncos bring it into the zone. Try to drop it off for Fedrea. It's collected deep as Dietz dangles through the legs of Matt Winkle. Shot on the net, turned away by Knudsen. Sent back in, blocked in front. Tried the deflection, did Travis Alexander, and he sent it up out of play.
Pretty slow start for Mary here from what we've heard and from the different scores that we've seen from them. It seems like they would have jumped out, maybe had a little more offensive pressure, but the Broncos are holding very good pace here.
It's been mostly Broncos in terms of attacking opportunities. Only one shot on goal in the game so far, and that was that one just a few seconds ago. Carranza behind the net. Half board, circles back. Works into the slot. Carranza has it dispossessed from him. Mary's trying to skate it, broken up by Kyle Meyer. Turned in and intercepted by the stick of Meyer. He'll try to bank one to Carranza. It will end up reaching Carranza. He'll go to Pinsky. Pinsky's got an opportunity here. It's a 2-on-2. And the stick of Johnny Witzke breaks up the Bronco offensive opportunity. Now Mary will try to get it in again. Meyer blocks a pass, this time with a skate. Broman shuffles it off the boards, and it'll go careening out to center. Picked up there by Jonathan Sundell. Played across to his defense partner. Mary's tried to snake one into Seth Cushing, the freshman, and the other freshman, Dustin Truex for the Broncos, will shove it in. Benson lays a hit. It's the Marauders skating it. Backhand dangle there. Doesn't work out. Jones trying to keep it in. Jones now on the second line as Broman has been promoted to the first line right wing. So he's now skating with Benson. It's dropped off for Jones. Arm of the referee goes up.
Looks like a roughing call here against the Marauders. Good chance for the Broncos to go on a power play here in the first period.
It's Joshua Colex who's going to get the 2-minute minor for roughing as he dumped Benson in the corner. So Boise State, after a solid attacking first 8 minutes, will get a chance on their first power play of the evening. 1 to Benson at the blue line. Pinsky manages to keep it into Carranza. Carranza shovels one out in front. Ames was waiting for it. He didn't get to it. Carranza will get it back. He's still looking for Ames, protecting the puck as he moves through. Benson backhands it across to Jones. Jones chips it down. Pinsky, Ames now for the Broncos. Defended by number 4, Marshall Tashida. That one banked off the glass, but doesn't manage to cross the line. Pinsky throws one in front. Ames as well. Knudsen forced to make a save on a backhand shovel. Pinsky tries to go upstairs. Knudsen lost it. Knudsen at his feet covers it with the glove. And Boise State, nearly a goal.
I thought I saw the back of the net move. I thought we had one there.
It was very close. Pinsky had a fantastic screen. Carranza was there as well as a University of Mary defender. Knudsen did not see where the puck went off of that shot. And then Carranza trying to jam it home, but to no avail.
This is some good pressure by Mary, attacking very heavily while on the penalty kill, not allowing the Broncos to have much time with the man up.
They are chasing after the puck. 11:33 remaining in the first period. Broncos have a 1:10 left on the power play. Third game of the Boise State Showcase here in Boise, Idaho. Pinsky, high slot, throws it down low to Carranza. Carranza searching for a pass. It caroms off the boards, and then Ames slides one across, but it crosses the line, so Boise State has to regroup. Mary simply just waiting for the forecheckers to come. They're wasting a lot of time right now. Find a long stretch pass. It's a breakaway for Witzke. Witzke moves in on Ayers. Ayers, fantastic save. A shorthanded breakaway. Now 2 forwards caught in the Broncos defensive zone. They have 3. It's 3-on-3. And Mary makes a fantastic defensive play to break it up. Brandon Benson has to chase back, but what a save on a breakaway by Kyler Ayers.
Yeah, that's a huge save there. Big momentum shift. And University of Mary almost was able to put one away there on the penalty kill, nonetheless.
Nearly a short-handed goal. Broncos scored a short-handed goal last night as that pass dumped to the blue line, kept in by Dietz. Back to even strength. Broncos fire one, blocked in front by some traffic. The traffic being number 20, Jonathan Sundell of the Marauders. Binniger. Down to Poland. Poland pressured by 2. One-on-one opportunity. Waiting, looking for a pass. In the slot. Pad save by Ayers. Poland shoots it back out to center where it's collected by number 4, Marshall Tashida of the visiting blue and orange. Thomas Poland in a battle with Andrew Huber. And it's number 49 of the Broncos, Mason Hewitt, who comes away with the puck, but he's dispossessed. Forces a bad pass out of Cyril Nagurski. And Mary back into their defensive zone where they will look to set up the offense again. Another long pass, this time laid off. It was called for by Nagurski, but they couldn't find him. Didn't even look. Did Huber. Huber in the faceoff circle. He loses it. Poland tries to chip it out. He's taken down by Zachary Garrett. Out in front. Broken up by the stick of Alexander. Shot on net. Ayers smacks the pads together and it bounces up out of play. And we'll have a face-off with 8:59 remaining in the first period. Carranza versus Philip Silvera. That shot blocked by a skate. Broncos try to make a stretch pass to Pinsky. It doesn't come off. Carranza snags it out of the air with the glove. He'll move in. Take a somewhat weak shot on the goaltender that Knudsen has no problems with. Carranza Goes down with the stick, blocks it. It's caught in the air by number 32, Logan Kraft. He dishes it off to Silvera. Silvera chips it in. Jupia banks off the boards. It's on an edge, rolling around. Knifing through Silvera. He lays out Broman. Shot on net. Smothered by Ayers.
Great job by the Bronco D to keep the vision lane clear for Kyler Ayers to be able to make that save with no problem.
8:22 remaining here in period number 1. And Mitch, let's talk some numbers. Last season, University of Mary, 38-5-2. This season, 5-0-0, 27 goals for, 10 goals allowed. For Boise State, this is a serious competitor here in the ACH Division II.
Absolutely. I remember playing against them last year, and one thing that I remember specifically is their goaltender being phenomenal. He did not give up many easy goals. You had to work really hard for anything that you would want to get in on him, and it's showing again this season as they are undefeated so far.
They have 2 outstanding goaltenders. It's Knudsen in net tonight, and he'll be nearly tested out in front. Jones found a way to get the pass, broken up by a stick. That one dumped in, corralled by Matthew Heckerman. He still has it. Finds a forward. It's Witzke. Another stretch pass. It's a race to the puck, and it's won by the stick of Ames, thrown out in front on the doorstep, and then back to center. Tashita never made it into the zone, so they'll have to regroup. Tashita slings another one through. It's a breakaway. Shoots, hits the post on Ayers. It was Alexander Filick who had the opportunity. The second breakaway of the game denied by Ayers, keeping Boise State tied in this game at 0, and keeping the Marauders off the board is Ayers.
That's a pretty big break for the Broncos there as the Marauders missed their second breakaway of the game.
Easily could
need to be a little tighter defensively for the Broncos to be able to stay close against the Marauders here.
Certainly needs to be that, and Mitch, it easily could be 2-0. Broncos get a stick on that one, but it's feathered out to center and then yanked in. Filick has it, finds a pass in front, wrist shot blocked just barely by Binniger as that one was going into the top right corner. Soccered off the boards and weakly chipped out. Binniger trying to take away the passing lane from Tashita. They'll instead move it forward and then play some horizontal hockey before dumping it in. And a high stick, the call, and we'll have a face-off with 6:17 remaining. Mitch, you mentioned 2 games last season against the Marauders. 5-3 victory for University of Mary in Mandan, North Dakota, and then came here and shut the Broncos out 2-0 last season.
That's right, yeah. We played 2 times against them. That was their first year in the league. No one really had any details on them, and they ended up getting the better of us.
Race for the puck here, won by Johnny Witzke. Witzke skates through. That one backhanded. Back in front. A nice play. Broncos managed to break it up just barely. It was the stick of Matthew Hewitt. And then they dump it in. Kuna ends up getting it off the misplay from Knudsen. Great tie-up there by Witzke as he tied up the stick of Kuna. Kuna out in front. Oh, on the doorstep for Broman, but he couldn't corral it. Back to Kuna. Dropped off for Hodges. Knudsen kicks out a pad and saves it away. Here comes Nagurski. Nagurski into the middle. Rister shoots, scores! It's number 19, Andrew Huber. And the University of Mary is off and running with 5:13 in the first period.
That's a tough break for the Broncos. Good save on one end for the Marauders to come back down and get a quick break. Good chance. Cross-ice shot against Kyler Ayers that was past his blocker side.
And it was fantastic passing Nagurski and Zachary Garrett both credited with the assists on that goal as they played some ticky-tack passing to find the stick of Andrew Huber, who finished across the movement of Kyler Ayers and puts the University of Mary on top. 15 minutes gone in period number 1. The Marauders lead, and they break into the zone looking for a second. Shot on the net comes off the pad. This is Silvera, who took it. Shipped into the corner. Marauders looking to cycle. They'll have it stripped away. Carranza moving up. He's got Pinsky on his left. He'll shovel it in. And then it'll be whisked out by the stick of Knudsen. Pinsky wins it in the corner. Pinsky feeds one across the crease. Again, Broncos can't seem to find somebody on the back post to receive the pass. Another one out in front. That's off the pads and then wiped away by Silviera. It goes down across both lines. Icing, 4:10 left in period number 1. Face-off won by the Broncos to Ames. Ames to Benson. Benson off the post! Knudsen never saw it. Benson rang it off the iron. Benson again. That time tries to go 5-hole. Closes the pads, does Knudsen. Again, a high stick play. We'll have a face-off in the Boise State offensive zone.
Great opportunities for the Broncos here as Benson rings one off the post. Right before that, Pinsky put one cross crease that just missed. Some good opportunities. Hopefully we can close one out here soon.
Boise State showing a lot more attacking promise than they showed all night yesterday in their 3-2 loss to the Metropolitan State University of Denver. 3:40 left in period number 1 as the Marauders skate to center ice. Turn back, move it across the ice, and then dump it forward. Knifing through is number 18 of the Marauders. He'll get the return pass. It's out in front off a juicy rebound on the stick and saved. Seth Cushing got the rebound opportunity and fired it straight into the chest of Ayers.
Looks like we're getting a penalty here against Brandon Benson for the Broncos. I'm not sure what for. Hooking is what the ref calls. Must have been earlier in the play.
2-minute minor for hooking for Brandon Benson. Boise State already down a goal, and the Marauders get a chance with the man advantage to double their lead. Marauders skating it around. Witzke. Now Filick, who had a breakaway opportunity he couldn't put away earlier. Back to Johnson. Johnson fakes, takes. Blocker save by Ayers. He doesn't know where the puck is. It's over on the far side. He was looking to the near side. Flung off the boards. Manages to get out. Witzke tried to kick it and couldn't get it. Carranza with some nifty work with the stick to keep it away from Johnson. Marauders back, setting up. Johnny Witzke drops it to his defenseman. That one, hard rebound off the skate of Matt Winkle, who now has it. And skating with some speed. Tries to leave one, nobody home. Eric Pinsky past one defender. He can't corral the puck. Now finally does. Slides the pass to Truex. Truex! No! Over the net high. Broncos scored a shorthander yesterday, and they were looking for that one right there.
Great play by Eric Pinsky to be able to skate down the ice. Oh, and now we're getting a Marauder penalty interference against number 26, Kyler Moore. This is going to be a great opportunity for the Broncos in 45 seconds once Brandon Benson gets out of the box for the power play.
Broncos already 0 for 1 on the power play tonight. University of Mary now officially 0 for 1 after the penalty there. More simply just bowled over Dustin Truex. And Truex out there taking and winning the faceoff for Boise State. And then they try to snap one across the ice to Jones. 4-on-4 hockey for another 30 seconds with 1:55 left in period number 1. When it's over, Broncos will get about a minute and 20 seconds on the power play. Jones not able to get a stick on that one. Jupia steps up. Kick save by Ayers. Into the corner. Truex and Leonard's fighting for it for BSU and University of Mary's, respectively. Shot blocked by a stick. It was Jupia. Chip forward to Jones, looking for it, finding it, turning back. 4-on-4 has expired. Broncos on the power play. As that pass lifted a bit too far for Jones, who's trying to make a change now, does make a change. Pinsky on the ice and manages to win back possession. Seth Cushing drops it now. Rifled in by Sundell. Ayers out of the net to play it and stop it. 1 minute left here in period number 1. 45 seconds left on the Boise State power play. And it's Jupia. Now Broman. Broman. It's knocked down by a hand. Pinsky has a high slot. Pinsky knocks a stick out of a hand on the shot attempt. Benson keeps it in with the hand. Nice play there. Hand pass. The call. So Boise State will actually have to take it outside of the zone with 28 seconds left on their power play and 36 seconds left here in period number 1.
That's ultimately a good hand pass call there by the referee. The linesman missed it originally. The referee had to step in, but Brandon Benson caught it and ended up not touching it before another Bronco player did.
Benson maneuvers into the zone. Tries to lift one through to Pinsky. Pinsky kicks it out to Carranza. Jones behind the net. 10 seconds left on this power play for Boise State. Jones circling back. Jones down to Pinsky at the blue line. Benson tees one up. That one deflected in front. It's still out in front. It's chipped out, not to just to Pinsky. Pinsky manages to get back to it after Philic trips. Jones into the zone. 1 second left on the clock. Carranza blocker save. It was after the buzzer had gone anyway. So after the end of 1, University of Mary on the board. It was number 19, Andrew Huber. His goal, the difference so far. We'll be back in 15 after they Zamboni the ice. We'll switch things up, and we will be back with period number 2 in 15 minutes. You're watching Boise State Club Hockey on YouTube. So the buzzer has gone for the 20-minute intermission here at CenturyLink Arena, and the Broncos still not out on the bench. As you can see there on the right side, University of Mary all out and ready to go, but Boise State still has not returned to the ice yet. But here they now come. So an extended talk during the intermission from head coach Lloyd Ayers to his team as they trail by a goal. It was Andrew Huber who made the difference. An even strength goal assisted by Cyril Nagurski and Zachary Garrett. And Boise State still missing most of their squad. Only person who's taken the ice so far for the Broncos is the goalkeeper, number 29, Kyler Ayers. And we're about 2 minutes past intermission going.
Yeah, this is pretty usual for the Broncos here at CenturyLink. It's pretty hard to hear the intermission buzzer going off from their locker room right beneath us here. Looks like they're all starting to file in, and hopefully we'll get this period started shortly.
The referee has been ready for puck drop for a while. Boise State has not. And it also looks like the Broncos are going to go with their second line to start here. Face-off of the second period for Boise State. Opposing him in the circle, Zachary Garrett. Broncos win the face-off. Nagurski and Dietz chase it into the corner. And Boise State first possession. Pinsky out on this line. So a real shakeup of the lines here. It's Pinsky, Benson, Jones. Jones was skating with Pinsky on the first line yesterday as well as Thursday, alongside the center, Michael Carranza. But right now, it's Pinsky, Jones, Benson. Garrett shovels one through, chased by Huber, the goal scorer. He'll tee one up off the pads of Kyler Ayers and deflected into the corner. Chipped out by Kyle Meyer. Sauced over the stick of Pinsky to Drew Leonards, and then given back to Tashida. Tashida forward to Garrett. Huber drops it. Benson first there. Sticked away by Ayers. Myers backhands one that only goes as far as Garrett. He's shoved up against the glass by Dietz. Flicked out, but again to Garrett. Matt Winkle chasing it down. It's poked away. Good stick there by Dietz. And then flung out. Down to the other end for an icing with 18:36 on the clock. Benson's still out for Boise State. That one shoveled forward, makes it through to net, and it's swallowed up by Ayers.
That was an important play there by Ayers to swallow that puck up so the Boise State Broncos could get their line change off the icing.
Benson had been out on the ice for 1 minute and 25 seconds. 18:30 left in period number 2. U of M up by a goal. That one makes it through. Stopped by the referee. Mary looking for someone to crash the net. Find a long pass to the blue line. Boise State 3 defenders there. Carranza ends up getting the puck away. And then it's chipped out by Truex. Skated by Witzke. Thought about a pass. Did find one. Myers trying to disrupt the Marauder offense. Shoveled in front. Nobody home. Looking for the stick of Alexander Filek. Filek chops that one down. Then skirts it behind the net. Out in front once again. Sticks tied up. it was Ames and Winkle. And Ames lifted the stick of Winkle, not allowing him to get that easy opportunity. Tapped in by the Marauders. Thrown back, blocked off. As they try to skate it around, Dalton Johnson has it, loses it. Myers in there. Dalton smacks it out of the air and down behind the cage. Then left. Try a return pass. Somewhat of a slap pass. Now back behind the net. Out in front, Ayers gets to the post and covers it. Knocked down by the hand of Andrew Heckeman. Slung across and not on net was the shot from the point. Hits the skate of Fedrea. Broncos need to get this one out. They bank it off the glass. Binniger will skate after it. Broncos will go for a change. Second period, both teams have the long change. Kraft bumped off the puck by Hodges. Ayers stops it, and then it's banked, but only as far as the blue line. Taken on the line by Janke. Ayers has to deflect that one. Hodges moving. He skates it through center now. Broncos have a 3-on-2, somewhat. Knocked aside by Knudsen. Thrown back in, doesn't make it through. Mary manages to get it down on net. Ayers covers it up. 15:54 remaining in period number 2.
Pretty slow start for the Broncos here in this second period. A lot of time spent in their defensive end. Look for the first couple lines to set a spark to get the offense rolling here.
Zach Garrett in the circle opposing Michael Carranza. Garrett wins the faceoff to Andy Huber, the goal scorer. Pinsky tries to make a poke against Lennertz. Out in front. Broken up. Mary throwing pucks to the doorstep, but not finding sticks. Carranza bodied off the puck by Tashida. Lifted. Out to the blue line. Skips in. Zachary Garrett chasing Valerie Dietz. And Zachary Garrett manages to take it off Dietz and slide it through the 5-hole of Kyler Ayers. An unfortunate break for the Broncos. And for Zachary Garrett, now a goal to go along with his assist. Here in this game, Marauders lead by 2-0 with 15:20 left in period number 2.
That was a great play there by Zachary Garrett on the forecheck, being able to lift the stick of the Bronco defenseman right at the time that Kyler Ayers was sliding over, able to slide the puck under Kyler Ayers for the Marauders' second goal of the game.
Garrett simply never gave up on the play, and for his efforts, you can reward him with an unassisted goal. So the Broncos make a blunder, and it again costs them a goal. They now trail by 2. 14:50 left in period number 2 as the University of Mary has it behind the Boise State cage. Now out to Filick. Witzke. Chipped up, bouncing around. Knocked up into the air and slapped into the zone by number 10, Dalton Johnson of the Marauders. That one shoveled down. No icing. Sent through the middle. Broncos were going for a change. They were caught out. Ayers comes out of his net and spins one that goes careening off the boards down the ice for an icing. Terrible change for the Broncos, and they nearly gave up their third breakaway of the game. If Matt Winkle could have found a way to get his stick on the puck.
Yeah, that was a pretty bad change there by the Broncos. Great play by the Marauders, being able to find their forwards up the ice. Ultimately, great play by Kyler Ayers to be able to clear the zone force an icing for the Broncos.
Puck out in front. Boise State manages to chop it away. Paul Witzke out there. Number 17. I believe his brother is number 27, Johnny Witzke. Heckerman skating. Banks one along. That's shoveled forward. Doesn't come off. Heckerman manages to collect, tries to get it past Jupia, does, sends it on Ayers. Ayers deflects it, rebound out in front, lots of traffic, fighting for the puck, ends up on the stick of University of Mary. Shot comes in, doesn't make it through. Binniger blocked that one down in front. Silvera chips one out to Heckerman. University of Mary sustained pressure. They throw one out across the crease yet again, but nobody there to collect it. Dees tries to dangle through. He'll lose it. Referee gets tangled up. Alexander Horner goes down. Opportunity here for a shot in the slot. We got a whistle. Back away from the play. One of the referees went down. A stick went flying. And a penalty to be assessed. It's Philip Silveira going to the box with 12:57 here in period number 2.
This is a very important 2 minutes here for the Broncos on the power play. Hopefully they can get some shots through to the net and see if they can create some scoring opportunities against the Marauders here.
So Silveira in the box for 2 minutes. Boise State 0 for 2 on the power play tonight. Gave away a shorthanded breakaway that Ayers made a fantastic save on. Jones nearly loses that one. 2:40 remaining here in the second period. 20 seconds already gone on this power play, and the Broncos have yet to even enter the zone. Almost a turnover there. Missed the skate of Leonard's, but Knudsen out of his net to play it. Jones tries to pinch it, but it skitters past him and goes down. Benson tries to make a quick stop, loses his skates, but still manages to keep the puck. He'll feather one for Pinsky. Pinsky will try to poke one into the zone. Long pass across the ice. Broncos playing some horizontal hockey at the moment. Slapped around the boards by Benson. Gets as far as Pinsky. Pinsky back to Ames. Ames towing the blue line. Out in front, blocked. A diving stick by Dustin Truex. And the net came off its moorings as Truex dove in and tried to will that one into the back of the net almost.
Impressive play by Truex as he was almost able to put that back towards the net, sliding on his back, but ultimately Marauder goalie knocked the net off the moorings, causing the play to stop. Another Bronco face-off in the offensive zone.
Michael Carranza will take the face-off for Boise State. It'll be Joshua Kolex for University of Mary. He wins it straight back to his goaltender, Lance Knudsen, who covers it up, and we'll stay right where we were. Carranza now versus Seth Cushing. Boise State wins it. Benson keeps it in, just barely at the line. Truex attempted a shot, but he whiffed on the puck. That one shot over the glove of Benson. It'll go down to Ayers. Cushing the only one there, but Ayers manages to play it past him. Pinsky dumps it over to Truex. Truex return pass to Pinsky. Pinsky one more to Ames. A diving desperation save by Jake Knudsen. Lance Knudsen, excuse me. And a Bronco power play still goalless after the fantastic save. Pinsky knocks it out of the air. 3-on-1 here in favor of the Marauders. They'll make a pass, but Benson goes down to the ice to block it. Then he laces one past the defender. 3-on-1 for Boise State. Ames takes the shot. No, will not go. Either missed the net or hit off the shoulder of Knudsen, who has been outstanding on the power play. who denied Ames earlier a fantastic goal-scoring opportunity. Poked away by Valley Dietz. We are back to even strength. Broncos now 0 for 3 on the power play. It's picked up at center and skied back behind the net. Great dump by Dalton Johnson. Marauders get possession again. Try to sling one out in front. Binniger skating, dumping, chasing. Heckerman now, near side boards. Skates through center, chips it along. Trying to get to the captain, Zachary Garrett. Offsides the call with 10:03 left to play in the second. Marauders still lead 2-0. Puck to Heckerman. Heckerman sends it in the zone to Nagurski. Nagurski with an assist in this game. Benson barely able to one-hand that one to himself. Truex racing down the ice. He'll use that momentum to go around the boards. He lost sight of the puck. It's picked up by Nagurski. Benson there to meet him. Chipped back to Benson. He can't corral it. We'll go careening back to center. Shot in by Jupia. Takes a favorable bounce for Boise State, and Jones able to collect it for the time being, but then pinned up at the boards and turned over to U of M. Ames straight off the bench to collect an errant pass. He chips it in. Mary regrouping. Heckerman skating. Tries to dish it to his defensive partner, number 20, John Siddell. Broncos get it back with Travis Alexander as he shoots it into the corner. And it's whisked around the boards to Ames. Banked on. Stick lifted away from Boise State. Mary enters the zone. Gliding to the net. Joshua Kolex. Kolex had a teammate, then lays a big hit after turning the puck over. Banging on the glass and the boards for that one. Leonard skating it now to Kolex. Matt Janke behind him. Kolex dangles through one. Throws one on the pad. That's knocked away by Broman. Broman in a foot race with Tashida, but Tashida had a head start. And he'll circle back. Carranza there as well. Broman keeps it in, hits the leg of Tashida. And stop it from getting to the net. Broman slings it around. Pinsky looking for it. Pinsky plays it through his legs to Carranza. That one goes bouncing around. Then he yanked out to center. Tapped on by Pinsky, but Carranza couldn't get to it. Poland with an opportunity here. Here's Jones. Jones will take a shot. Going for the far corner. Can't find it. Misses the net instead. Valerie Dietz chases it back into Boise State's defensive zone. Last time made a move like that, it resulted in a goal, unfortunately. And not for Boise State, but instead for University of Mary. As the Marauders managed to dump it in. Dietz goes around the net another time. He'll try to skate it to center. He loses it, but ends up on the stick of Jones. Jones will get banged into the board by Alexander Filick. Pinsky will come in and collect the puck, and he'll get dropped. And we'll have a whistle for elbowing. It's number 26, Kyler Moore, who will pick up the 2-minute minor for elbowing, and Boise State will get their 4th power play of the evening.
Another big opportunity here for the Boise State Broncos going in on the power play. There's a little under 7 minutes left here in this second period, and they really want to get a goal before going back into the locker room for the second intermission here.
6:51 remaining in period number 2. The Boise State power play 0 for 3 on the night. The University of Mary has been outstanding on the penalty kill, and they nearly scored a shorthanded goal. They sprung Alexander Filick on a shorthanded breakaway that he could not convert. Face-off won by Matt Winkle of the Marauders. Boise State gets the puck with Benson. Benson half boards, aims on the blue line, tries a D-to-D pass. That won't go. Alexander Filick chases it down, beats Jones, backhands one, not on the net. Picked up by Benson, slid past Filick. It's Winkle, the lone forechecker. Number 18, Joshua Kolex, hanging out at the blue line for the Marauders. Now Boise State tries to break out. They don't find the pass. It was intended for Truex. It missed him. Carranza was behind him. He couldn't get a stick on it. And with 40 seconds already gone in the power play, Boise State still struggling to even set up their power play.
Yeah, they sure are. University of Mary is doing a really good job being aggressive on their penalty kill, not giving too much time to the Broncos being able to set up.
Broncos are only 1 for 13 on the power play in the entire time here in Boise, as that shot misses the net from Andrew Heckerman, but it'll be recovered by Jonathan Sandelli. Gives it back to Heckerman. Heckerman swings it along. A swing and a miss from Kolex, but it still manages to go the length of the ice. 1 minute gone on the power play. Boise State, not a shot at all. Not a shot on target. Not even a shot, period. Truex looking to change things. Truex feeds to Benson. Benson, one-timer off the post yet again. Out of play. And Benson, the second time this evening, denied by the iron.
Yep, 2 tough breaks for Brandon Benson there. That was a really good play by Dustin Truex, being able to find him in the slot. Unfortunately, Benson rings it high off the crossbar.
Whistle there on the face-off. Carranza asked to leave, so Truex will step in. It's been the story of the tournament so far for Boise State, or the showcase, I should say. Missed opportunities as Pinsky has one go off his skate, and then he slaps it into the corner. Boise State has the numbers advantage. Still on a power play for 35 seconds. Pinsky blue line, wrist shot, blocked in front, rebound. Saved and turned away by Knudsen. Ames spinning away, but the Marauders managed to get it all the way down. Slung off the boards. Mary again picks it up, looking to just kill off the rest of this Bronco power play as it ticks to 10 seconds. 15 minutes gone here in period number 2. Boise State unable to make a dent in the University of Mary lead. Power play expires. Boise State had opportunities. Had one great opportunity from Benson. Did not work again. Mary tries a stretch pass. Trying to find a breakaway on a change. Cushing crashes into the boards. Dietz lifts it out of the zone. It's roadblocked by Tashida. And Benson loses it as well. Skated into the zone by Kolex. Kolex, backhand, bar down, shoots and scores.
Very nice play.
What a play by Joshua Kolex. He's barely been on the ice other than on the penalty kill, but there shows off impressive ability. The backhand toe drag, and then flicks it up off the crossbar and into the net, beating Ayers on the glove side.
Unbelievable display of hands and a great shot shown there by Kolex.
It's now 3 for Mary. They lead it 3-0. All Marauders so far in this game. Broncos keep it in. Jupia manages to do that. It's with Witzke. Witzke to center ice. Now up on the corner. Jupia was turned around. Dropped off. On the pad, rebound opportunity kicked into the corner. Great rebound control there by Ayers as Filick was crashing down and crashing the net to try to put that one away. D to D. Now moved up to the blue line and then meagerly into the zone. Off the boards, around, out. As it gets stuck under Jupia's stick, he manages to get it up to Alexander. Alexander will get banged into the boards and held there. Mary skating another bad change to the Broncos. 2-on-1 opportunity. The shot. Ayers slid over, covered the short side post. Nearly a fourth for Mary on another bad defensive change from the Broncos.
Yeah, that's right. Ayers comes up with a really big save there for the Broncos, keeping it tied at 3-0.
Boise State simply not finding the right time to go for their line changes, but also much credit to the University of Mary defense pairings. They are not afraid to rifle passes through the neutral zone.
No, they're really good at finding their forwards for stretch passes on the far end. They've done that, obviously, a few times here tonight against Boise State.
Ames managed a shot on goal and is fighting for it, but it comes out to center to Kyle Meyer. Meyer will send it through. Broncos had to retreat in an offsides position. Carranza ties up. Kraft tries to protect it, goes down. Dietz skating it, looking for a pass. Now decides to shoot. It's blocked in front. Broman's there. The puck went behind the net. Pinsky tried to poke at it. He didn't get there. Chipped out to Dietz. Dietz can't control it. And then lost off the stick of Andrew Huber as he couldn't make his mind up to shoot or pass. Pinsky in. Pinsky dangles. Got to the backhand, but it was broken up by Lennartz. Dietz has Garrett bearing down on him. He'll turn it over in the neutral zone. Numbers here for Mary. They'll slide it over. And in the glove, yet again, of Ayers, who tosses it out and doesn't look too excited about having to make that save.
No, absolutely not. Very tough for a goalie when you're being left out to dry by your defenseman. That's what's happening here for Boise State, as they're being caught many different times on this long change here during the second period.
Credit to Ayers. It's only 3 goals given up so far. He made 2 outstanding saves in the first period on back-to-back breakaways. As a shot from Lennartz there never comes close to finding the net. Jupia banks it off, stolen away. And then turned right back over in the neutral zone. Jones skating it. Tashida steps up and breaks up his possession. Puck flips up over the glass, out of play. We'll get a whistle and a face-off with 1:06 remaining in period number 2. $19 minutes just about gone here in period number 2, as University of Mary has a 3-0 lead over Boise State. And it certainly could have been more. Benson asked to leave the face-off circle as Broncos win it. Benson possession, off a stick, up into the netting. We'll get another offensive zone face-off for Boise State with exactly 59.5 here at CenturyLink Arena in the second period.
Not a great period for the Broncos here, as they give up 2 more goals. Down 3 going into the third period. This is going to be a tough hill to climb for them.
Yesterday, down 3 goals against MSU Denver. They managed a shorthanded goal from Pinsky, and then with 1 minute left in the game, got a goal from Truex that led to them pulling the goalie and trying to score the game tire, but they never managed to do it in that 3-2 loss. And in that game, Broncos were certainly outplayed. Can say the same through 2 so far, as well as the Marauders have looked excellent, while the Broncos have looked somewhat sluggish. 15 seconds left in period number 2. Flipped up to center. Ames stops it. It's chipped into Truex. Truex makes a move to the backhand, tries to bring it back forehand, manages to bring it back forehand. Tashida's stick in the way. 5 seconds left in the second period.
Great move by Truex there, almost able to get the shot away, ultimately deflected away by the Marauder defenseman. Almost putting Boise State up on the board here with 5 seconds left here in the second.
Would have been huge if he could have managed to do it. With 5 seconds left, those late period goals can be demoralizing. Clock is running. Broncos don't look like they're going to get an offensive opportunity. Indeed, they will not. So we'll head to the third. University of Mary get 2 goals. Zach Garrett unassisted and Joshua Kolex off the assist from Seth Cushing. They now lead 3-0. Again, we will be back in 18 minutes with our third and final period here from CenturyLink Arena. Once again, you're listening to Boise State Hockey on YouTube. Both teams out on the ice early here at CenturyLink Arena, and we are ready to get back underway. University of Mary on top 3-0. And the faceoff won by the Broncos and then taken away by the Marauders. Down into the corner. Skated out in front, thrown onto the pads by Ayers. Rebound comes across. Ayers hadn't seen it. To Scotty now at the line. Down in front for the captain, Garrett. He sends it out to center. And then behind the net, stopped by Ayers. Boise State moving it with Hodges. Now Ames. Benson chips it up and over the stick of Leonards. But too far from center ice. Behind the line, and it's an icing. .19 remaining in the third period. And how did we get here? Well, in the first, Andrew Huber picked up a goal. That got things off and running for the University of Mary. And then in the second period, 2 goals. Zach Garrett unassisted and Joshua Kolex a nifty toe drag goal off the crossbar and in. Made the lead 3 for U of M. That one again crosses 2 lines. A whistle and an icing with 19:02 left in the third period.
Look for a big start here to the third period for the Broncos as they're down 3 goals. They're going to look to get back into this game, chipping away, hopefully be able to put one in before too long on the Marauder goalie.
They desperately need to. Last night, Boise State did not manage to pick up a goal until the third period. And it came shorthanded. Knudsen, fantastic goaltender. And it will be tough for the Broncos to break him as he's forced to cover that one.
Unfortunate call here against the Broncos as Dylan Broman is going to get called for a hooking penalty.
Broman indeed skates to the box, 2 minutes for hooking as he took Dalton Johnson down to the ice. And the last thing the Broncos want was to give a team that's up 3 goals an opportunity to escape with a man advantage for 2 minutes. But that is exactly what has happened here. Pinsky in the circle for Boise State. Wins it to Dietz. It's up, stays in the zone, and then slung down the ice. Played by Knudsen. Left for Tashida. Tashida stops behind his net. And now makes his move. Finds a breakout on the near side to Leonards. Leonards in, around Dietz, circling. Banks one down to Tashida. Tashida backhand shovels one to the captain. In front, on the doorstep nearly for University of Mary was Cyril Nagurski. That one across the crease. Leonards hit the glove of a Marauder on the bench. So it comes out for a neutral zone face-off. Both teams take the opportunity to get fresh legs on the ice.
Yeah, that's a nice break there for the Broncos as the puck comes out of the zone, and ultimately there's a stoppage of play in the neutral zone. This is a big 2 minutes here for the Broncos. Being able to kill off this penalty would be a big push to getting back into this game.
17:45 on the clock, 1:06 on the power play. Johnson skates it. Now moved over to Moore. Moore tries to dump it into the zone. Slung out and down. Rattling around the boards to Knudsen. Benson nearly got there. Benson does indeed get there and chips it deeper. Then laid off to Johnson. Now Witzke. Witzke moves around Truex. Truex still on the forecheck. He is alone. Dalton Johnson whiffs the entrance. Allows Thomas Pullen to yank it across the boards. Broncos go for a change. Witzke up the ice, skating through center. manages to get it in, has words for number 93, Justin Jones. 5 seconds on the power play. And it is expired. Broncos kill it off. Marauders now 0 for 3 on the power play. Neither team tonight has scored on the power play. 8 total attempts. Now for the two sides. But the goaltenders not allowing anything. Offsides play there as Cushing had snagged the puck and was looking to walk in and shoot.
I don't think it was offsides. I think that might be a Marauder penalty. It looks like the Broncos are going to go on a power play here just after killing off that penalty kill. This could be a big momentum swing in the game for the Broncos.
Indeed, you're right, Mitch. It's a slashing minor on Matt Winkle. So Boise State do their diligence on the penalty kill and rewarded for their efforts with a power play. As we had a whistle on that face-off, they're going to ask Garrett to exit. Andrew Huber comes in to take the face-off and wins it off the pad of his goaltender. Pinsky feathers one through. Ames tries the shot. It was blocked by the sliding body. The injured body, I should mention, of Andrew Heckeman, who was holding that right wrist. And
that's a tough break for the Broncos there, as that puck was still loose under the goalie, but the ref lost sight of it and called it dead.
Yeah, Lance Knudsen came flying out of the crease to try to cover it up. He never managed to do it, but the referees call a stoppage. Still in the offensive zone for Boise State. 3 Broncos along the boards, fighting with 2 Marauders. In the end, it stays with Toshida. Benson trying to hustle and keep it in, but he can't manage to do that. Ayers comes out of the crease, stops it for Benson. Broncos regroup. Benson banks one ahead for Ames. Ames drags, kick save from Knudsen. Leonards has it. Taken away by Carranza. Carranza slowly down the boards to Benson. Benson pokes it in. Pinsky to Ames. Ames tries to feed it back to Pinsky instead of taking the shot. Out in the high slot for Pinsky. Pinsky tries to put a shot on net. That blocked by a couple of sticks and turned away. Ames active stick, not allowing the clearance to get out. Pinsky picks it back up, banks it off the boards to Carranza. Carranza tries to feed one through. Ames goes down. Pinsky puts it in the back of the net. It's the 5th goal of the showcase for Eric Pinsky, and it's a power play goal for Boise State. With 15:07 on the clock, the Broncos have cut the lead to 2.
What an important goal for Eric Pinsky there, with plenty of time left in the third period for the Broncos to get closer into this game.
Eric Pinsky has been the Boise State lifeline here in this showcase. In game number 1, he recorded a hat trick in just a minute and 30 seconds between the first and the third goals. In yesterday's game, a shorthanded snipe to get the Broncos back within 2. And here today, the power play goal, his second power play goal of the showcase, his 5th goal of the showcase. And Boise State has some life as the clock ticks to 14:48 and the Marauders move in. Fantastic hands shown off there by Silveira, but the puck in the end falls harmlessly into the mitt of Kyler Ayers, and we'll get a whistle. Dietz has it now, defended by Kraft. Dietz managed to chip it to Fedrea. Fedrea up off the boards. Silveira through, drops, slap, off the pad of Ayers. Out to Witzke, all alone on the near side. Arm up in the air. Broncos back on the power play. It's Philip Silveira who takes the penalty. Boise State, who scored a power play goal just a minute ago, now has an opportunity yet again with the man advantage.
Silveira knew he had it right away. He skated right to the penalty box. No arguing there. Broncos back up a man. Big chance to get even closer in this game here.
Boise State 1 for 5 on the power play as Carranza loses the face-off. Sticks jamming, tangled. Carranza ends up with it and then plays a pass past Benson. Benson chased down, tapped on the side by Filick, letting him know he's there. Jones lays one behind to Benson. Benson moving, finds Ames. Ames breaks in. Broncos looking to do something, shovels a backhander behind the net. Carranza holding to his backhand, stick handles, then lays it off at the blue line. Blocked by some traffic. Ames collects, gathers in front, tries to feed it through. Blocked by Leonards, who goes down to a knee. Ames, shot disrupted by the stick of Filick. And then clapped out by number 20, Jonathan Sundell, as he sprints to the bench for a change. Boise State regrouping again in their own half. Lots of pressure by Garrett on Benson. Ames' pass doesn't get through, but it finds its way to Carranza. Arm of the referee goes up. Broncos going to be 5-on-3. 53 seconds left on the original power play, and Boise State will now get to skate 5-on-3 hockey here for 53 seconds with 13:09 left in the third period.
Yeah, that's right. That's a great play there by Michael Carranza to take the hit, to make that play, and draw the penalty against Mary. 5-on-3 opportunity is very big here. Look for the Broncos to cash in, get within one against the Marauders.
13:09 on the clock here in period number 3. University of Mary leading 3-1. A timeout taken on the ice by Boise State. Like the call here from Coach Lloyd Ayers, Mitch, to take the timeout with the 5-on-3.
I do like that call. It's smart. Kind of get the guys to regroup a little bit, maybe think about what plays they're going to try to run here on this 5-on-3. I know University of Mary is pretty aggressive on their penalty kill. That's going to create some open opportunities for the Broncos if they can find any extra guy that's on the ice.
Silveira still in the box for 53 seconds. If the Broncos manage to score within those 53 seconds, Andrew Huber will remain in the box for the Marauders. If the Broncos manage to score after those 53 seconds on the 5-on-4, Huber will exit the box. Broncos have an opportunity here to get a quick goal here on the 5-on-3, get another goal on the power play, and then, Mitch, this game would be all knotted up.
Yeah, that's right. This is a very big opportunity here. University of Mary starting to look a little bit undisciplined here as Boise State has gotten a goal back on them. Hopefully the Broncos are able to take advantage of this opportunity.
Extremely aggressive lines sent out by Coach Ayers. Pinsky and Carranza, the defensive pairing. The center and first line left winger playing defense. Benson out there as well. He's been the second line center for most of this showcase. Ames, the only true defender out there, but on the power play, he's been playing a lot of winger.
That's right. They like to stick him right in front of the net. He's a pretty big body to get in front of the eyes of the opposing goalie. Makes it hard for him to see any shot that's coming through.
30 seconds on the 5-on-3. Pinsky carries it in, banks it off the boards, flips up to him. He collects, carries it behind the net. No one home as he tried to send it back to the blue line. That should kill off the rest of the 5-on-3. 12:30 left in the game, 10 seconds on the 5-on-3. Benson with no urgency here as he slowly skates it up. Now Pinsky enters the zone, 5 seconds on the 5-on-3. Broncos need a quick one. It's out in front, sticked away by Knudsen, stays in the zone. 5-on-3 now over, 1:05 left. Benson chased down from behind. He didn't realize he was coming out of the box. Carranza gets it. Pinsky trying to keep it away from Tashida, slung out. Fingertips of Benson, who looks very tired and is certainly going to lose that foot race. A bit of a misplay by Ayers. Played it into the pass of Winkle. Winkle keeps it, drags around one, drags around two, tries to throw one out in front. But Cushing couldn't get to it. Jones skates it now. 36 seconds left on the Bronco power play. Make them 1 for 5 now. Puck out in front. Truex, who we haven't seen much of. Cushing chips it away. Benson using the full body to keep it in, finds it over to Jones. It kicks off the skate. He's got it on his stick now. Back down low to Carranza. Carranza stick lifted by Tashida, who makes an expert play to get it out of the zone. 10 seconds left on the power play. Boise State looks like they may go 0 for 2. Benson in, but offsides on the other side of the ice was number 9, Matthew Johnson. Will take it out to the neutral zone with 6 seconds on the power play. And Boise State looks to have squandered a fantastic opportunity.
Yeah, that's a tough break for the Broncos there, as they weren't able to sustain any offensive pressure during that power play. As I said, the Marauders very aggressive with their penalty kill.
They have a fantastic penalty kill. Boise State just 1 for 7 on the power play tonight. University of Mary 0 for 3. As a comparison, kick save there by Knudsen, saw it the whole way. Johnson gets dumped. Puck lands around his feet. Garrett gets it out. Skated up by Huber. Huber into the zone. Huber battling. Is up with Nagoski. He gets it out to center. That one goes caroming off the boards. Another pass thrown across the crease from behind the net. Nagurski couldn't get to it. Another long stretch pass attempted, this time broken up. That was the stick of number 31, Kendall Olson, that got in the way of that. Marauders try to go D to D. Doesn't exactly come off for him, but they'll keep possession with Nagurski. He'll send one ahead to number 26, Kyler Moore, and the play will be called back for an offsides with 10:09 on the clock. Face-off will take place just outside the offensive zone for the Marauders. Olsen versus Moore, and Moore wins it to his left winger, Filick. Pullen goes down, still manages to swing a stick at the puck. That one knocked away by a skate. Winsky shoots, scores, and it's 4 for University of Mary. The puck fell out into the high slot just on the right side of the face-off circle, and Winsky made no mistake putting it past Ayers.
That's right, no mistake, and that's a good bounce for University of Mary, bad bounce for Boise State as that puck goes off a skate and into the high slot where the defenseman is able to jam it home.
So deflating there for Boise State, who had thought they might be on the comeback trail, but yet again, after that goal, the deficit 3. 4-1. University of Mary leading the Broncos. Filick. Back to Winsky, the goal scorer. Cross ice to Winkle. Winkle bodied off the puck by Ames, collected by Hodges. Arm of the referee up in the air. We will get a penalty for interference. Now the question, who is going to the box?
It looks like it's going to be a Bronco. Griffin Ames skating over towards the box. 2 minutes for interference. And this is a tough break for the Broncos that's trying to get back into this game. Just under 9.5 minutes left in this third period. A penalty is definitely not something that you want to take during this time.
The Broncos penalty kill out on the ice for the 4th time tonight. University of Mary 0 for 3 on the power play at this point as they set up their offense, try to establish in the offensive zone. Leonard's shot on the net. Ayers covers it up after it made its way through the traffic.
Ayers has been a key role in this game, keeping the Broncos somewhat close there's been many chances for the Marauders to unleash the floodgates and really get away with this game, but Kyler Ayers has been able to keep it within range for the Broncos. And as we said, 3-goal lead. It is the most dangerous lead in hockey.
It is indeed the most dangerous lead in hockey. A wrister there from Leonards doesn't find the net. Out to center and back into the zone. Garrett skates it through now. He'll turn back. It'll be broken up by the stick of Truex, but then he loses it right away. It's on the Warrior blade of number 4, Marshall Tashida. Tashida in the zone. It's down behind the Bronco net. It was Nagurski who went down. Pedrea trying to get it out. Only gets it as far as the blue line. Nice flip by Garrett. He puts one off the pad of Ayers. Lots of traffic in front. Opportunity for a shot. Ayers slides over and snags it. We'll get a whistle with 8:09 left. 45 seconds left on the Boise State power play. Marauders look much better on the power play than Boise State has this evening. Lots of pucks to the net, lots of opportunities to score, but they still haven't managed to find the goal on the man advantage. Johnson banks one to Winkle. Winkle holding. Now decides to chip one over the stick. Banked back down to Johnson. One-time opportunity for Witzke. Doesn't take it. Witzke walks up to the high slot, makes a turn over there, and it's Hodges. One-on-one with Witzke. Hodges. And the puck goes spinning sideways back to the Marauders. Filick walks in, backhander, chips it down to the blue line. D to D, over to Winkle. Winkle back skating, turns it out. Winkle moving. 2 seconds left on the power play. Now Witzke at the blue line. Moves it over to Filick. Filick sauces it down. Thrown out in front, backhanded to the net. And Ayers catches it in the glove. Kyler Moore on the doorstep. Denied by the glove of Kyler Ayers.
That was a good penalty kill by the Boise State Broncos there, being able to stay positionally sound, keeping the Marauders to the outside and not letting any shots come in from any great scoring areas.
We've got 7:16 remaining here in the final period. The University of Mary still leads by 3. Kendall Olson goes racing down. He's beat to the puck by the visiting Marauders. University of Mary in their zone. Benson throw one to Olson. Olson couldn't get to it. Swung out by the Marauders. Here comes Cushing, though. Cushing moves past fantastic stick of Valerie Dietz. Ayers wanted to cover it, but Myers tried to play it out. It goes back to Cushing, so it'll be some offensive pressure for University of Mary. Cushing knocks it out of the sky, but his shot deflected off the stick of Valerie Dietz. Cushing still managed to get it, but he runs into Joshua Kolex. But as I mentioned, we don't see much on even strength. Benson, 6:15 on the clock. Benson through one. Gets a shot that goes skittering into the corner. It was blocked away by number 25, Matthew Janke. Jupia dumps it, but straight into the glove of Knudsen. A whistle and a face-off with 6:01 on the clock here in the third.
That was a pretty nifty play by Brandon Benson there, being able to skate around a few Marauder players, being able to almost get a shot on net, just got deflected away at the last second.
Pedreo wins it. Back to Jupia at the right point. Jupia sent to the ground, and here come the Marauders. It's Tashida, now Kraft, now Silvera, arm in the air. I believe it's going to be Silvera again going to the box. No penalty.
Yeah, I didn't see a referee arm up, just the linesman there. And for some reason, they're bringing the play back into the Marauder zone. Looks like we're going to have an offensive face-off here for the Boise State Broncos.
Jupia on net, kicked out nearly into the oncoming path of Carranza, but he wasn't able to get a stick on it. That one, a clattering of wood and shot up into the sky. The frozen biscuit ends up with Broman. Broman over to pull in for the Broncos. Dispossessed by Kraft. Options for Kraft. Hits the stick of Jupia. Ayers on top of it with the glove. 14:40 gone by here in period number 3. University of Mary got the last goal to extend their lead back up to 3 after Boise State scored on the power play with Eric Pinsky. Face-off won by the Marauders. Another swing and a miss by Johnson. It's thrown down. Truex skating down high stick, and we'll bring it all the way back. So not icing, but because Truex was the first to touch it, but indeed a high stick that'll bring the puck all the way back to the Boise State zone with 5:06 here on the clock. Draw won by the Marauders. Goes past the glove of Ayers as Winkle is dumped. Benson looking for an opportunity. Tries to deke through the skates. Ames keeps it in the zone yet again, but this time comes out to Benson. Benson slings it in. Tips up off the stick of Knudsen. Marauders passing around in their zone as the clock goes down to 4:30. And University of Mary with a 3-goal lead. Long stretch pass. It hit the stick of Binniger. Didn't matter. Got to Winky, but now, indeed, we have a stoppage and a penalty yet again on University of Mary. It's number 16, Matt Winkle, who is going to the box for 2 minutes.
2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct. Nothing too noticeable from up here as to what he did. It must have been something that he said to maybe a Boise State Bronco or maybe an official.
He looked visibly frustrated skating to the box, as if in disbelief that he had received the unsportsmanlike. Boise State on the power play for the 8th time this evening as Carranza wins a quick shot from Pinsky. Doesn't find the net, and it's tapped out of the zone by Andrew Huber. Benson and Garrett fighting for it. Benson again tries to stop and spin around and falls. Pinsky now with it for Boise State. Cross ice to Jones. Easy entrance into the zone for Jones. Let's see if the Broncos can set something up. Carranza throws one in front, trying to just get a deflection for Ames. That one launched into the air. It's going to be Kolex the first to get there. Another breakaway on Ames. Goes to the backhand, shoots, lifts it over the pad, and scores. It's not Kolex. It's 19, not 18. Andrew Huber, his second of the game. A shorty for Huber. And that all but ices the game. At this point, a 4-goal lead for University of Mary with 3:43 on the clock.
Very unfortunate for the Broncos. They did not want to give up that shorthanded goal. That puts the icing on the cake there for the Marauders. And Boise State, they're going to have to look to come back pretty strong tomorrow morning against the Northern Arizona Lumberjacks.
At this point, it's a 4-goal game. And Mitch, the puck luck for the Broncos has not been there.
Not tonight, nope. They've gotten a lot of unfortunate bounces that have gone University of Mary's way, but you can't always rely on the bounces to go your way during a game.
Here's an odd man rush.
And ultimately, University of Mary wanted it a little bit more than Boise State did tonight.
5-1 at the moment. 44 seconds left on the Bronco power play, but at this point, it doesn't even feel like a power play as 2:55 ticks down on the clock in the third period. The energy in the arena certainly has become a bit deflated as well as Boise State chips it into the corner. Alexander tries to get there. He gets it and has it taken away by Johnson. Both number 10s battling in the corner for both blue and orange squads. Mary moving it up. It's at the feet of Silviera, but he unable to get it up into the body of Kuna. And it's jammed for, and the power play ends. So Boise State 1 for 8 on the power play this evening. Puck behind the net, thrown out in front.
That's another goal there for the Marauders as it sneaks past Kyler Ayers. I believe I saw the ref point for a good goal.
I saw a point, and then I saw a hand signal for no goal.
Oh, I guess I am incorrect. Looks like big save for Boise State.
Huge save for Ayers. We talked about how he kept the team in the game. At 5-1, it doesn't look like he's done much, but he's been hung out to dry a couple times tonight, Mitch.
That's right, yeah. Kyler Ayers has played a really great game, stopping a lot of really key shots against the Marauders.
Another opportunity in the slot, backhanded off the blocker. Goes feathering into the corner. It's picked up at the blue line. Shot through lots of traffic. Ayers manages to see it. Didn't take a deflection on the way through, so it ends up in his chest with 1:52 left.
That's another big save by Ayers there. Not much in room of visibility, but he's still able to come up with a big save.
And we got to give credit where credit is due. University of Mary Marauders have looked the better team throughout all three periods tonight. And their fantastic offensive showing the reason why they lead by 4 goals. Silviera backhands one across. Back down to the point. Lifted up, knocked out of the air by Alexander Horner. Chipped forward as far as the blue line, then it leaves back to center ice with number 20, Jonathan Sundell. Marauders will get it in. Binniger trying to get it out for Boise State. Now with Ames. Binniger calling for it, doesn't get to him. Instead finds the stick of Leonards, who chips it in for Cushing. Cushing goes around Hodges, flips one up on Ayers. Ayers lost it. It goes across the crease. Cushing again, trying with an opportunity. The rebound out in front. No one able to get there. Marauders keep it in with Leonards, then throw it back down behind the net to Kraft. Kraft slings one out in front. Again, no Marauders there, but no Bronco sticks getting on the end of these either to break it up. Slung across the boards as it caroms over to number 25, Matthew Janke. Boise State with Jones now trying to enter the zone. 34 seconds left in the game. Broncos trail by 4. Looking for some insurance. Not going to find it there. Instead, just the chest of Knudsen, who has been fantastic this evening. It's 26.6 left on the clock. The outcome all but assured. At this point, University of Mary leads it by 4 goals. So the captain, Garrett, will get it up, get it out, but too far. And it is an icing. So with 16 seconds on the clock, it'll come back down to the Marauders zone. University of Mary about to improve to 6-0-0 on the season after a fantastic 18-19 campaign that saw them go 38-5-2. Boise State has it now with Truex. Truex tried to make a move, Maybe he tried to do too much, lost it. 7 seconds on the clock now. It's out to center ice with Garrett. Garrett sends it across to number 19, Andrew Huber, who has 2 goals in the game. The buzzer goes, and the victory for the University of Mary Marauders as they pile over the bench to congratulate their goalkeeper, Lance Knudsen, on a fantastic game as he improves to 4-0-0 on the season in the net. University of Mary improving to 6-0-0 on the season. They're 3-0 here in the 4th annual Bronco Hockey Showcase. Boise State, back-to-back losses in the tournament that they host, have now fallen to 3-2 on the season, and they will be back here at CenturyLink Arena tomorrow at 9 a.m. against Northern Arizona University for the last game, 9:30 a.m. here at CenturyLink Arena for the last game of the Bronco Hockey Showcase. Meanwhile, University of Mary, their final game will take place at Idaho Ice World just down the road against Metropolitan State University. Both University of Mary and Metropolitan State can say that they beat the Broncos here on home ice. The goals tonight, 2 for Andrew Huber for University of Mary, Zach Garrett, Joshua Colyu, and Daniel Witzke all picking up goals. Johnny Witzke all picking up goals for University of Mary. For Boise State, it was Eric Pinsky on the power play. The only goal of the game for the Broncos for Pinsky, the 5th of the Bronco Hockey Showcase after the hat trick on Thursday and the shorthanded goal yesterday. For my broadcast partner, Mitch Kramer, I've been Leonard Berry, and we'd like to thank you for tuning in to Bronco Club Hockey here on YouTube. We will see you tomorrow morning at 9:30. Once again, thank you. You've been watching Bronco Hockey on YouTube.